The Halal Travel Podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of SideTalk. Wow, Adele's.
Ada S
Okay guys, so today's episode is gonna be really interesting because macam biasa kita dah lama straight away from travel, tapi kita akan datang balik
Finally.
tapi itu nanti. Okay, that's gonna be later on. Today we're gonna talk about before that, over to you, Rona.
Rapid fire questions.
Let's go.
Bang bang.
Yes. So, the first two questions are your favorite things.
Okay.
And they're food related. So, what's your favorite, like, chocolate? Like, brand of chocolate or sweets? Like, if you
What
go
a
to, like, a
disappointing question.
supermarket. Hello, it's only the first question. If you go to a supermarket and you go to, like, the confectionery aisle, what will you pick? And you can only have one.
Okay, I haven't seen that because I don't really eat chocolate
Or sweets.
or sweets. Okay, all sweets. Right now, today,
No, I mean, in your life.
in my life. Okay, if I could choose a chocolate, macam a childhood chocolate that I really like is Snickers.
Snickers.
Because it's like nuts and sweet,
I
so
love
it's like
Snickers.
savory
Yeah,
and
yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
I love it.
You get a good portion of like
I don't like it.
bean.
I
Are you a
think
Mars
it's
person?
nuts.
Yeah, I'm a Mars person, but
I cannot take
that's not
Mars.
my favorite.
Okay.
I don't think. It depends on my mood. There are some days when I want like very thick chocolate, so I go for Cadbury. But if I want something light, then I'll go for Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno, the
The white filling.
the two
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they have a dark version now.
Yep.
So sure. Okay, I always go for dark chocolate Lind sea salt.
Yeah, itu kat dalam
Yeah.
picture.
I love it. It's so
I've been
good.
introduced to that. It's not bad.
It's nice. It's nice. Okay. If you were to go to an ice cream shop, which ice cream flavor would you normally choose?
Macam biasa, let's go vanilla, let's go.
Really?
It's so basic. I've been called a basic B word
Yeah.
because everywhere I go, I just take vanilla.
It is
It's the most safest, and you know it's gonna be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Similar to her, but I choose chocolate usually,
Chocolate.
and now I'm trying to stray away from
Yeah.
chocolate and trying new flavors lah.
Yeah, I used to always get chocolate, but now I'm trying to do like more like nutty flavors.
Oh.
So like roasted almond or like pistachio something. Because like I feel like you would know how a chocolate would taste like. But I cannot take those ice creams that are like flowery.
I love it. That's what I'm
Oh
trying
my
to
God.
explore.
What is it? Macam mana
Like
tu?
Earl Grey, lavender, blue pea flower.
Yeah, and then like sometimes they mix with rose.
Yeah.
Those very funny, like taste like tea. I want it into ice cream form.
Yeah, no. It tastes like sorbet to me. Like for me, it doesn't taste like.
It's like perfume.
It's like a little bit, but for me, like, it's, I think personal preference. Like for me, ice cream is supposed to be very thick and like very
Creamy.
decadent. So like that's what I find I look for in an ice cream.
Fun fact. So I went to this expensive restaurant. Macam everybody goes to this restaurant to have high tea.
Okay.
Okay, start with letter T. So they had my cousin ordered a chocolate ice cream and chocolate cake. So it comes together, and like when we tried it, it was so not up to expectation because it was macam it's so thin. Although
The ice cream or the cake?
it feels thin. The ice cream.
Oh, okay. It feels cheap.
Not gonna say that.
Think how?
But I feel like I don't know how to describe it. But then like usually macam chocolate ice cream is supposed to be thick and creamy and everything. But this one macam it just
Watery?
disappears
Oh,
in your
okay.
mouth. And then when I think about it, maybe because they had floral additions to it. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but try it.
Okay, but
Okay.
do you like it? Do you like it?
I didn't like it, but I
Okay.
cannot say to the person like because they had to ask like, is there anything wrong with our? What do you not like about this dish?
okay.
Because they have to do a survey,
Survey.
which is really good. So I said like, it's not for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's chocolate.
No. It's just
Okay.
not creamy. I just don't know what's wrong with it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Got it. Okay. Next question. What is your love language? Have you done, there's a test, right?
Yes.
So what comes on top? So I think the 5 love languages are quality time, physical touch, acts of service, gifts, words of affirmation.
Mine is acts of service and
Can you see?
Wait, what was the last one again? Words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is physical touch and something.
Hey, how you
mentioned
know?
before.
How you know about my love language?
We did it during our lunch bunch.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember it was physical touch, but there's one more. Don't know what it is. Let me just choose what I like most.
Okay.
I think quality time. Depends lah. Actually, I
Okay.
don't know. These days, I've been thinking words of affirmation is good for me because like I just require people to tell me, "Oh, good job." So sad, but then like sometimes it really helps.
Yeah, it does. That's
Yeah.
why it's one of the 5.
Yeah. What about you?
I think mine is acts of service.
Tu je.
That's the one that I remember the most. Yeah.
Like for example.
Like for example, like doing things without being told.
No lah. It's more of like the way that you show your love is through acts of service. For instance, driving you somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a better way of explaining it. Like for example, like maybe doing chores, like helping out the chores, like helping out in that way through your actions.
Is this like just love language? Is it like what we do or what other people do?
What we do.
Oh no. It's what you like other people to do for you.
Oh, but
Yeah.
it also works as like what you do for other people, isn't it?
I don't know, but then I remember the
What
test to
attracts
be
you
more
most?
of what you look for in a partner. But that's maybe that is dual answer. But anyway,
I want all 5. End of story.
okay, describe the person on your left in one word.
Stop it lah.
It's metal.
The person on
person.
your left.
Oh, Zakira, you're included. Okay, you
Okay,
decide
Hajra
first.
start.
Not fair leh.
Oh my god, you sound like one.
Life's not fair.
Okay, I will describe the
Gizal has to participate too.
Yeah. Cannot.
Describe the person in one word, just one word, not a sentence.
Oh,
just one
okay.
word.
One word.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go first.
No, I'll go first.
I'm fine.
Nurul is determined.
Okay.
Thank you. Zak is eccentric.
Okay.
Eccentric. Do you know what's the meaning of eccentric? Okay, no mind.
Okay, Google,
Google
it. Okay, Zak, you have to say me now.
Stop searching Google.
Arauda is wise.
Okay.
All I can just think of is that Wise platform to transfer money.
Transfer wise.
But thank you. Hazira is bubbly. The first word that
Thank you.
she sounds bored because she's heard that so many times.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Everybody's like, oh, she's a brother of mine. She's okay.
Okay, next question.
Okay, Alhamdulillah.
What is the soundtrack of your life?
Soundtrack of my life.
This is a question shared by our PD.
Can you please explain like what soundtrack
Maybe a song that aptly describes
that will be played during
your
my movie?
life. Maybe that will played during a movie. Something that maybe a song that resonates with your motto in life. Something that spurs you on
Okay.
when you're down. Okay, I can go first because this is a movie that I just watched recently. No one's listening.
I'm hearing it's about you, the Hans Zimmerman song.
No, it's
Okay.
That Thing You Do.
Oh,
You know, do-
That's you.
Yeah.
I
I just found out that not a lot of people know it's from a movie. The song is from a movie.
wait, as a soundtrack like has to be from a movie.
Doesn't, but
Oh.
that song is not by a band. It is popularized from the movie.
Oh,
I
is
know
it?
The movie is called That Thing You Do. It's about a fictional band who had a one-hit wonder called That Thing You Do. Yeah. So I think not a lot of people know that.
Didn't know that.
Okay, I'm next.
Okay.
Okay, my next song is, I think everyone should listen to this regardless of what race you are or like what language you speak.
For a moment,
I thought you were gonna say the pledge.
No. Okay, this song is called Tukar Jiwa by Tulus.
Malay song.
Indonesian
song.
Amazing Indonesian singer. It's crazy good. So Tukar Jiwa is basically to change souls.
Okay.
And the whole story, I think it's this song because I forgot how it sounds like.
Okay.
For this song, the idea of this song is basically like, if you could see yourself through my eyes, you would know or you would understand why I like you, like that. So I feel like whenever I listen to this song, I just remember about how I view others in a certain way, and if only they could see themselves through my eyes, they will understand why I like them.
Oh wow, that is very deep.
It's so easy. I think I like it because it's deep, but then simplified into a few words, and it's a feeling that you cannot describe, but through this song, I think it's spot on.
I remember you talking about this song.
Did I?
You just said you like the song.
I did.
A lot of things you don't remember, but at the tender age of 20.
Oh my god, it's so insulting. Keep moving on.
Okay, no,
I
you have
need
one.
help.
Okay.
So, how do you see Spotify your songs?
Like songs? Is it in your playlist?
No.
Okay, here.
No, isn't on the phone.
Let me see. MashaAllah. This person never used Spotify. Here.
Oh, okay. What do you do? Library. Let's see. I think most of that. I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea. But I think it could be Devanaya lah.
Apa tu?
Divinere. It is by, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It showcases the whole entire, or rather how I view it is the whole entire my lifetime. And then there's certain parts where it's down, mysterious, and then suddenly it goes up to a climax where that's where you're supposed to be, and then you have succeeded through life, something like that.
It's a whole roller coaster.
I think so. It's one of the first songs that I have actually listened to that made me cry.
Oh,
Which is interesting.
Impactful.
And the thing is that there's no lyrics. So that's okay, interesting.
Oh, it's one of those songs, okay.
Yeah, I don't know how it's the genre.
Instrumental.
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I feel like I need to explain my song now. So the reason why I like this song, because it's really catchy, really upbeat, and I think it's really just about you just doing you. And just keep doing whatever you do. Although it's a love song lah, but it's a really catchy one. Thank you everyone for participating in today's rapid fire questions.
Nice.
So on to the topic for today's side talk.
Yes. Today's side talk is saying hello to VTL. Kan dah lama tak cakap pasal travel. So hari ni kita akan cakap pasal travel, ya. Okay. So if you don't already know, VTL is basically a vaccinated travel lane. So it's specifically for people who are already vaccinated or partially. Actually, I don't really know.
I think you must be, right? Unless you are medically unable to.
Yeah. So it depends on different destinations, on what the destination actually accept in terms of the travelers. But it's basically, in general, it's called VTL lane. It's an agreement. It's like a travel bubble between two countries, and it's like a mutual agreement, basically, something like that. So today, we have 13 countries available under VTL from Singapore. Okay, so the Australia, Australia, Brunei, Canada, Denmark, Germany, France, Italy, Netherlands, Korea, Spain, Switzerland, UK, and US. So there's 13. And on top of that, next week, at the time of recording, next week we're gonna have Finland, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Sweden. So it's three of those countries is very important because most of our foreign worker friends are from those countries. So it's going to be a whole new Alhamdulillah for them. Yeah. Okay, and then 5th December is for our makcik-makcik yang nak pergi Umrah. Because Qatar, Saudi, and UAE will be open for VTL. So it's going to be really exciting 2021. I can't believe it. We're still in 2021.
I mean,
we're exciting 2021 or 2022?
2021, because
as in,
I used to think that 2021 was still going to be
so we're going out with a bang in 2021. So 2022 is going to be easing into the norm.
Yes.
Again.
So the question here,
too
many norms.
Once I said norm, I regretted it.
Okay, the question is, will you travel now? Which means, let's say now until, let's say, the first half of next year, which is 2022, or would you rather wait?
I think we had this question about rapid fire once, and Nurul said no. You said yes, I said yes, but we didn't elaborate lah.
Okay.
I would. I'm really like exploring options. But the only thing that's holding me back is I think probably the PCR tests, and firstly the cost of the PCR tests. If you're traveling like at least 2 people, it's going to be quite a bit. Secondly, also like concerns if something happens in the destination that you're at and you're stuck there, or like how are you going to come back?
Yeah.
So like I feel like I haven't really checked, but I feel like because of that, travel insurance also will not be cheap.
Yeah.
So I think the cost of traveling will be slightly higher, although I think the pros are at this point, if you are to travel anywhere, the crowds, that kind of places will not be as crowded as normally. So that will be, I think, the pros. And planes also wouldn't be so crowded.
Now.
I think so.
But how much is the PCR test that you would have to incur? Because the vaccinated travel lanes, when you travel there and come back, you wouldn't need to be quarantined, right?
No.
But you have to do a PCR test, or is it ART test actually?
No, it's PCR test.
PCR
so
test?
ART test you can administer yourself, right? So that's affordable. But PCR test you have to go to a clinic, and they cost. So if you're leaving Singapore and let's say you're going to UK, you have to take one at a clinic in Singapore. That will set you back like maybe $200. And then when you arrive back in Singapore, you have to take one at the airport. $160. $160, I think. So that would be like at least maybe $300-$400 per person. And I saw like some of the queues, you have to wait like one hour to get the test done. But after that, you can go home and then they will send you your results and things like that. I read somewhere that I'm not sure if you have to, when you travel to these countries, you have to stay there for at least 14 days. You're not quarantined, but you have to be in the destination for X number of days. I'm not sure if that's actually accurate, but yeah, those are my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think honestly the PCR test is what just sayang nak spend on. I feel, although I mean you had a plan, right? Macam to use your miles.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, let's say there are a lot of people who accumulated a lot of miles, I think, in the COVID lockdown. So like if you use your miles, then in a way that money you're supposed to want to have spent on a ticket kind of goes to the PCR test.
Yeah.
But that's a possibility lah. But if I am someone who don't have that option, it will be quite an amount that I have to spend, especially with family. Unless I think I have family in somewhere that I really have not met in 2 years, then I think regardless of the cost, I would just travel and go and see them.
Yeah. How about you, Nur? Will you travel now or
I would actually wait, because it has always been a thing for me that not when something just opens, don't just rush for it.
Yeah.
It's there's nothing wrong with waiting for everything to die down, because I don't like crowds. Although then the argument would be you can go now because then
it's
lesser crowds, right? I don't know. I just let things settle down first. Then I'll just, if I choose to go, then I'll go. But it's just like Rauda said, if there is a necessity, like for instance, I have a family member overseas that is sick or something like that, then there's no choice. I would go there.
You know, like when they first announced the whole like Malaysia is opening their borders for VTL lanes, like one of my other friend, macam she was saying like, okay, this is like macam this is our chance to go back to Malaysia, because she actually got married in Singapore, but her family members are in Malaysia, and her husband's family members are also in Malaysia. So it's like really no choice. Like you it's already macam very long. It's been 2 years, coming to 3 years. So PCR or not, they will still go.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely like macam to benefit the people macam
with family.
who have families in those countries.
Yeah, and I've also heard quite a number of stories whereby during the 2 years being stuck, there are a lot of deaths in the family, and then they are not able to visit when they are across the border, which is kind of sad because you can't say goodbye for the last time. And I think when these things come up, like open up, they will be the first one to go, I think.
Yeah. What? Go ahead.
I think there are also a group of people who need to travel for studies. And then like also a group of people who for work lah. I feel like for work, if work like necessitates me to travel, then I would. But like I guess leisure is slightly different because a lot more elements are in play.
Yeah. Okay. So skip to the part.
You never asked?
Oh
yeah.
I would. I would. Honestly, okay, maybe I'll go. Like if I ever go and money's not a problem, I would definitely go like travel somewhere like in June when I know like macam this whole 4 to 5 months VTL thing is like already stable and like I already know according to like the different experiences what it's like, baru I would feel more inclined to try VTL lanes. But the only downside is that I'm not a very documented person. Like, I'm not like an illegal immigrant. I am documented. ICA, don't look for me. No, but I'm not someone who is very meticulous in her documents.
Okay.
So like back then macam I think macam, wow, I'm 21, let's go and travel on my own, you know. But right now I think I need my mom. You know, I would say like even my mom and I, we are not very meticulous in the documents part. So it's gonna take a lot of time and experience to actually make sure that my documents are, you know, up and ready. And like, you know, traveling with the family is just
Difficult. Yeah, group family, not easy.
yeah, and like I don't want to spoil the moment also because I think traveling sometimes brings out the worst in you. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. So I would rather wait and like macam let everything pass by first and see what's the experience like. But although apart from that, I would choose which destination I would go.
Yep.
So definitely not like macam kecoh punya or like crowded countries, but more on like countries where countries that I am a bit more familiar with. I think would be more up my alley.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes. I don't know. I think for COVID, maybe because we've been stuck in Singapore for so long, I just want to travel to a destination that I'm familiar with to just relive the experience instead of like discovering more. 2 cents. Touche.
So like where? Australia?
Macam biasa lah.
Melbourne.
I don't know actually. Maybe Melbourne. But I think my nene has been talking about how she wants to go to Umrah again. And like she's just hoping that it's gonna be not as kecoh in Umrah this time. So yeah, I think maybe just to support her. Go to Saudi.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
It makes you wonder how they are going to do crowd control in Umrah.
Yeah.
With all the, you know.
But do you think that it will be a quota?
There will be, I think.
There already is, right?
Yeah.
Whether there's going to be further quota is going to be. But now you can just apply because Umrah visa, anyone can just apply on your own, right? So there's also that freedom and that flexibility. So I have no idea.
Tapi honestly, macam if I'm a makcik and I want to go to Umrah, a bit takut-takut sebab I would have to depend all the PCR documents to my travel agent. And I hope they are macam prepared for it lah, because if I'm 50, I wouldn't be able to keep track lah.
Yeah.
You know?
If you are like elderly, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I think that's why sometimes even the elder ones are a bit worried to go because it's just a lot more
Paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork. Yeah. But I don't feel like somehow I just feel like the Saudi is very good. Saudi Arabia is very good in maintaining like social distancing because they have like officers everywhere and everybody macam patuh peraturan. Listens to the instructions lah.
You think about it, like pilgrimage every year already is crowd control, you know.
Yeah.
To a large extent. So this is probably like not something new to them.
Yeah. Okay, so which destination will you go if you would want to go?
You didn't answer.
She did. Melbourne. Or
we
Umrah.
answered for you. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. I just said something familiar.
I mean, I have decided.
You haven't decided?
Haven't decided.
Okay. So I haven't thought about it. I mean, I have thought about it, but I have not really decided on some place. But like very much like you, I would want to go back to somewhere I have been before. It's one of those cases like when I talk to some of my friends who sometimes travel quite a bit also, they like, it's like as they get a bit older, they just want to go back to places that they have been before, and like it's kind of tiring to go to a new place because you really have to like go to all these different touch points and like visit the place for ease. But going back to somewhere that you have gone before feels comfortable for lack of a better word. You know what's there, you know what to explore, and you kind of know, we're going to visit this place like I like to eat again. Like, I know how it tastes like before. I want to know how it tastes like again, sort of thing. So like, some of those places are like I think you talked about Turkey just now.
Yeah.
Like I've been thinking about Turkey lately. I think I saw some YouTube videos on this food ranger guy that I went to. he went to Turkey and I'm like, oh, because I did my exchange in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's been a while since I went to Turkey. Like, I wouldn't mind going there. It's so easy to like find food. So that's one of the places that's on my mind. Yeah.
I mean, I would go to Turkey just because if I were to think about macam like how I want everything to be halal. You know, like sometimes honestly, I used to think back then before COVID, I used to think macam, okay, let's travel to China, like let's travel to somewhere that not many halal food, and like we will survive. But I think I just got really tired. Macam after we went on the cruise, which has almost all halal food, I finally realized why makcik-makcik want to go to like Muslim destinations. Because everything is prepared for. It's like you just have to sit on the table, makan, and then everything is dijamin halal.
Oh my god, we are so different. I just found out what kind of traveler you are today.
No, I think I evolved
Yeah.
to be lazier.
You are a tour group kind of person.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
I'm so sorry.
oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Macam malas .
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
I might change.
Maybe for
just
now
putting
you
out
just
there.
want to explore like through the travel groups, and then maybe in the future you go on your own lah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, for
how about you?
me, honestly, destinations don't really matter to me because all I want is to be outdoors in the nature. One thing that I really miss is definitely like camping lah in the wilderness. So anywhere that allows me to camp, then I would go. So the newest destination that I have found is actually in Minnesota in USA. There is this part of, it's like between the borders of US as well as Canada. So there's like different lakes and pathways, trails, hiking trails and stuff like that. So what you'd have to do is, depending on what you want to do lah, some people would actually go on like a canoe trip for 6 days in boundary waters in Minnesota. So the interesting thing about this particular destination or place is that in order for you to access the different lakes through your whole entire route, you would have to pack all your things as per usual in your camping trips, right? Everything that you need will be on your back, and then you would have to canoe through the lakes. And in order for you to go through to the other lake, you'd have to carry your canoe up with your backpack and everything, and walk on land, and then go to the other lake, and then go through. Continue your journey lah. And I found that damn cool because there's these different islands as well that you can set your tent up and just explore nothingness.
Nice.
Yeah. So honestly, anywhere that is secluded piques my interest.
Honestly, when I was listening to you, macam sayang yang kita tak ada mountains and we don't have. We have?
Bukit Timah Hill.
It's a mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, macam sayang lah. I don't know.
But I guess I don't know. You don't get that kind of place where like that place that Nurul mentioned where it's like complete darkness. And and like the stars in the sky.
Actually, I think if you go to Pulau Ubin and stay overnight there, you would be able to.
Can you camp there?
Yeah, you can.
Tak ada permit? Must have permit?
I think so. You need to get a permit. But you can do that in Singapore.
Of Singapore, island of Singapore.
Although the difference, maybe it's not as cooler, maybe.
Still humid lah.
No, I don't. No, it's not.
Really?
You get a lot of. If you were to be near the beach, right? There'll be a lot of wind.
I mean, you just have to make do with what you have. Sorry. Okay, guys. So let us know if you want to travel to any of these VTL
Lanes,
like destinations. Let us know where you want to travel to. So if you haven't listened to our past episodes, go ahead and listen to them. But in the meantime, thank you for listening.
Bye.
If you're in Singapore, you'll know that food is our number one priority. Food in Singaporeans are practically inseparable. It's literally the best ingredient for any occasion, any stress you got going on. You know, food solves everything. Because, for example, if it's your birthday, let's go eat. You got a promotion, you deserve a treat, sayang. You feel like pulling your hair out. Come on, I'll bring you for supper. Yeah, you get what I mean? It's literally perfect for everything. And of course, we want to tell you everything about it. like places you didn't know were halal, or 12 new halal places you need to try this week, for example. We are determined to make your tummy bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger than last year or any time. So follow us on the blog to get all the insights at www.halaltrip.com, and of course we are also on every social media platform at Halal Trip.
Alright guys, thanks for listening. So we'll see you on the next episode. Don't forget to give us a shout out on anchor.fm/the Halal Travel Podcast. Your voice message could be featured in our next episode.
Yep, and if you have any advertising and collaboration opportunities, contact us at info@halaltrip.com. That's info@halaltrip.com.
Also, don't forget to follow us on our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Halal Trip. We're also now on Telegram and TikTok. Until next time, get inspired, go and inspire others.